Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss our deep dives into the newest, most exciting cars on the road today. Today, we're going all in on a car that's been making waves in the EV world for a few years now, and the 2026 model is raising the bar again. I'm talking about the 2026 Ford Mustang Mach-E. But not just any Mach-E, this one's in a jaw-dropping dark green finish that brings a whole new attitude to Ford's electric pony. Whether you're a die-hard Mustang fan or just curious about the latest in EV tech, stick around, this review's going to cover everything you need to know. We'll be breaking this one down from the outside in, starting with the design, moving into the interior tech and comfort, then we'll hit on performance and wrap things up with pricing and what you're really getting for your money. Let's dive into it. Exterior. The first thing that hits you when you walk up to the 2026 Mach-E in this deep, metallic dark green is just how bold it looks. This isn't some muted forest tone, it's a rich, elegant green with a glossy finish that changes character slightly in different lighting. In the sun, it sparkles with an emerald shimmer. In the shade, it turns mysterious and almost black. It's a daring color choice that sets this EV apart from the typical silver, white, and gray we see on most roads today. Now design-wise, Ford hasn't messed too much with the successful Mach-E formula, but the 2026 model brings subtle refinements. The headlights have been slimmed down slightly and now feature a more aggressive LED signature. The Mustang-style tri-bar daytime running lights remain, and they look mean, especially with the blacked-out grille treatment that comes on the GT and premium trims. The side profile is still very sleek, coupe-like, and athletic. The flush door handles and floating roof design give it a futuristic look, but Ford's managed to retain the muscular haunches and stance that hint at its Mustang DNA. On this particular model, the 20-inch alloy wheels are finished in a shadow chrome that pairs perfectly with the dark green body. The black lower cladding and wheel arches give it a rugged, grounded look, while still keeping it classy. Out back, the Mustang tail lights are unmistakable, and the rear hatch is sculpted for both style and aerodynamics. The spoiler and lower diffuser are slightly updated for 2026, giving it a sportier vibe without being over the top. Ford's also improved the overall fit and finish on the 2026 model, the panel gaps are tighter, and the paint quality feels more premium than in earlier model years. Step inside the 2026 Mach-E and things feel thoroughly modern, clean, and upscale. The interior has gotten a small but meaningful refresh this year, especially in the premium and GT trims. First off, the cabin is remarkably quiet. Ford's added more sound-deadening material in the doors and floor pan, which makes highway cruising whisper quiet, even on rough pavement. The seats are trimmed in a new eco-friendly synthetic leather that feels surprisingly soft to the touch. In this dark green exterior model, the cabin features subtle green stitching across the seats, dash, and door panels, a nice touch that ties the whole aesthetic together. You can tell Ford wanted this car to feel premium without going full luxury, and they've struck a nice balance. Front seats are supportive, heated, and ventilated on most trims, with 10-way power adjustability and memory settings for the driver. Rear seat space is generous too, especially considering the coupe-like profile. Even taller adults won't feel cramped in the back. And the flat floor, thanks to the EV skateboard platform, gives rear passengers more footroom than you'd expect. In the center of the dash is the massive 15.5-inch portrait-style touchscreen that we've seen in earlier Mach-E models, but with upgraded software for 2026. The newest WNC5 interface is faster, more customizable, and features a cleaner, more intuitive layout. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard, and the new Google built-in features make voice commands feel more natural and responsive. One of the best updates for 2026 is the fully digital 10.2-inch driver display. It now offers customizable layouts and more detailed information without feeling cluttered. You can see everything from navigation, battery range, regenerative braking levels, and even real-time performance metrics. Storage space is also a win in this Mach-E. You've got 29.7 cubic feet of cargo space behind the second row, and with the seats folded down, you get over 60 cubic feet. Plus, there's a usable front trunk, or frunk, that's drainable, making it great for tailgating or hauling wet gear. Performance. Now let's talk about what this car is really all about: performance. After all, it may be electric, but it still wears a Mustang badge, so it needs to move like one. The 2026 Mustang Mach-E comes in several powertrain options, from the base rear-wheel drive Select trim all the way up to the all-wheel drive GT Performance Edition. This specific model we tested is the AWD Premium trim with the extended range battery, which means it gets the larger 91 kWh pack and dual motors. This setup produces around 346 horsepower and 428 lb-ft of torque, and it moves. 0 to 60 miles per hour happens in about 4.8 seconds, and the power delivery is instant. There's no delay, no lag, just smooth, relentless acceleration. It's not neck-snapping like the GT Performance model, but it's more than enough to make merging onto the highway or overtaking a breeze. Driving dynamics are surprisingly sharp for an electric crossover. Ford's tuned the suspension for a sporty yet composed ride. The 2026 model adds revised damper tuning that reduces body roll in corners and smooths out bumps more effectively. Steering is precise and nicely weighted, especially in unbridled mode, which gives you the full Mustang experience with enhanced pedal response and fake engine noise piped into the cabin, which you can turn off if you're not into that. Regenerative braking is adjustable and works well in one-pedal driving mode, making city driving more efficient and comfortable. And thanks to its low center of gravity, thanks to that big battery under the floor, the Mach-E feels planted and confident through corners. Range-wise, this AWD extended range model is rated at up to 310 miles, depending on how you drive. In our real-world testing, we got just over 290 miles with a mix of highway and city driving. Ford's charging system supports up to 150 kilowatts DC fast charging, which means you can go from 10% to 80% in around 36 minutes at a compatible station. Pricing. So how much is this green machine going to set you back? Well, the 2026 Ford Mustang Mach-E starts at around $45,000 for the base Select trim with RWD and the standard battery. That gets you a solid package with a decent range and all the essential features. The model we're reviewing today, the Premium AWD with extended range, comes in at around $56,000 before incentives. It's a sweet spot in the lineup, offering great performance, long range, and a nice balance of luxury and tech without going all the way to GT pricing. Speaking of which, the Mach-E GT starts at about $62,000, and if you go for the GT Performance Edition, you're looking at close to $68,000. Those trims give you extra horsepower, Magna-Ride suspension, and unique styling, but for most buyers, the premium trim will feel just right. It's also worth noting that Ford's EVs may still qualify for federal and state tax credits depending on where you live, which could knock several thousand off the price. Plus, Ford offers competitive lease and financing deals that make getting into a Mach-E more accessible than ever. So, what's the verdict on the 2026 Ford Mustang Mach-E in this stunning dark green color? Well, it's clear that Ford's continuing to refine the formula. The updates for 2026 may not be revolutionary, but they make an already excellent electric SUV even better. The exterior looks fresh, the interior is more refined and tech-savvy, and the driving experience remains fun, fast, and smooth. That dark green paint? Absolute showstopper. If you're someone who wants to stand out while embracing the EV future, this might be your color, and your car. Whether you're new to EVs or upgrading from an earlier model, the 2026 Mach-E is definitely worth a test drive. Ford's proven that electrifying the Mustang badge wasn't just a gimmick, it was the beginning of something special. Thanks for watching. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Would you go for this dark green Mach-E, or is there another EV on your radar? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next review.